All right, basketball fans, we are here at HAR-BER Wildcat Stadium with a rivalry game between the Southwest Cougars and the Central Warriors. I'm Joey McCaslin, voice of the Warriors. I got next to me the voice of the Wildcats, Connor. Nice to see you, buddy.
Nice to see you, too, and I love that we're in my little home arena. I like it.
Yes, very nice, very beautiful arena. If you've never seen HAR-BER Wildcat Arena, it's beautiful for a high school program to have an arena this nice, along with allowing the junior high teams to play their games up here. So, Connor, it doesn't get much bigger as far as rivalry games go than this one.
And, I mean, you got the Springdale HAR-BER rivalry, which is huge. We just saw them play and came down to a buzzer beater in the men's game, and Springdale won that one. But the rivalry as big of a rivalry as that is, the rivalry starts in the junior highs, especially with these two. I mean, this is huge. I remember playing, and we have Southwest marked on our schedules. We'd have them ready. We were ready. We always come in, and this is the battle for HAR-BER. We kind of call it that. And so this is going to be a huge game. No matter the teams, I always say that when we play Springdale, no matter the teams, no matter the personnel, it's going to be a good game because you're just competing against that big of a rival.
Yeah, Southwest Central's been a rivalry essentially since the school's opened. So these two teams, Central's, I like to say, dominated over the years, but that's Southwest still comes to play every year. A lot of these Central teams don't want to be the first one that loses to Southwest in a while. So they're going to be out here playing hard tonight, both of these teams. We're going to have an exciting matchup. I haven't seen too much from the Southwest girls. Of course, we've watched the Central girls all year long. What are some things you expect to see out of these Central Warriors tonight?
Well, I mean, they're hurt. And, I mean, we'll definitely say that. That's exactly what we're going to start off with is they're hurt. And both the Campbells are out, McKinley Campbell and Madison Campbell. It looks like Jasmine Mcarthur will come off the bench tonight, which is a very interesting play. Maybe she's hurt as well. Starney Reyes is also hurt, or coming off the bench. So I think Coach Davis might be doing some weird lineup here. She has 9 players tonight.
I think she has all 9th graders starting since the Southwest rivalry game is what it looks like to me.
Well, then Starney and Jazz are 9th graders as well, but they're the normal starters, and they'll play the whole game most likely. So that's going to happen tonight as Stovall sends it over.
All right, tip-off is good. Ball gets down low to Butler. Honey Andrew in the game. So we haven't seen Honey this year so far, Connor. Talk a little bit about Honey and what she brings to the table.
Well, let's just talk about her sister up at HAR-BER, and then you can get to know Honey a little bit more. Her sister is the facilitator for the Wildcats, the Lady Wildcats. She had 12 assists against Springdale Bulldogs, just a great feat for a point guard. And Honey Andrew brings that as well. She's a distributor. She can be a scorer when you need her to be, but she's also coming off a pretty serious injury. I think she had 2 injuries with that knee, re-injured it. And so it's going to be a rough go-ahead for the first few games, but if she gets assimilated right back in there, then expect immediate impact for her.
All right, Warriors passing the ball around. Julie Paul to Callie Stovall. Stovall drives, gets it off to Lauren Williams in the corner. Williams shoots off the side of the rim, no good. Rebound Butler. Butler out to Honey Andrew off the board, no good. Going to come back down to Stovall. So a couple of good offensive rebounds for the Lady Warriors.
And don't be confused, Honey Andrew's not afraid to shoot it. She doesn't care.
So Warrior Williams again from the corner. This time she's good. Puts the Warriors on the board to lead 4. With 4:45 to go for the first points on the board, 2-0 Central lead.
She shot the first one, didn't get it. She wanted it right back and got it. And so, I mean, it's good to see them start out scoring and break that little barrier.
All right, let's set up the Southwest. We got a turnover. That was Aurelie Carter Mayfield with the turnover there. Looking for, looks like number 15, Brookley Roach down low. So turnover for the Royals. Stovall is going to be bringing it down.
Andrew has it.
Gets it inside to Butler. Butler goes up and under, off the glass, and good. 2 points for Macon Butler. Nice little scoop and score.
That's what I love about Butler. Butler is just a fundamental big. And that's exactly what the Wildcats need next year. I mean, they have Mary Blake Martfield at that center position, but she's really more of a power forward. And Butler is that big. And so I can't wait for her to come up to her sophomore year and just have an impact, hopefully, on the Wildcat team.
Carter Mayfield loses the ball to Honey Andrew. Andrew's going to come down, gets the pass to Stovall ahead. Stovall goes up, off the glass, no good. Scramble for the ball. Honey Andrew and Stovall in the midst of it there, but it's going to be a jump ball, so possession's going to go to Southwest.
And I've been talking about this lately, and I just want to say it about Stovall because I talk about it in the Springdale game. And there's always one player on your team that's that glue, the glue guy, the glue girl, I guess. And Stovall is that. She is that jump on the floor at any cost, sacrifice the body, sacrifice anything. She is that all-around player, and so that's great to see right there. She forced a jump ball.
Yeah, she seems to always be around the ball and always fighting for it. Every game we've watched, as she goes and picks up a Southwest player. Great sportsmanship. I know we've had some controversy the last couple of weeks with some sportsmanships and broadcasters. That's not something Connor and I are going to do here. We always want to talk up both teams, especially talking of Southwest, who's going to be going to Har-BER as well.
Yes.
We appreciate this rivalry, but we do appreciate both squads here tonight and the effort that these girls put in out here on the basketball court, including the coaches as well.
And that's the best thing about it, too, is there's this huge rivalry, right? And, I mean, you're bred to not like Southwest. And then you go to sophomore year, we're all Wildcats in the end. And
That's
so
right.
this is just a fun rivalry. It's an intense rivalry. But at the end, you just got to remember we're all Wildcats, and we're all going to be Wildcats.
Julie Paul with the steal after Butler on the offensive end got the bucket. So 6-0 Central as they get the ball back down court. Stovall in the corner. Looks, drives. Nice drive to the lane. Up off the glass and good. Great hesitation and drive there from Stovall.
I know this isn't normally the starting lineup, but they're doing pretty good.
Yeah.
So the ninth graders just doing a good job. I think she only has ninth graders on that bench, although both the Campbells I do see are on that bench. They're just not feeling too well tonight, so they will not be making an appearance tonight.
Southwest gets the rebound up and in and out. Head to Honey Andrew. Andrew comes down, finds Butler down low. Butler pivots, gets it back out. Stovall looks to drive, gets it back to Butler. They're going to get a jump ball. Possession's going to stay with Central. Now we're going to have some subs come into the game. This is a little closer to what our starting lineups look like the last couple games. You got Starney Leas subbing in, along with number 1, Isabella Crittenden. Along out there with them is the star, really, of the Central team, the Spitfires, we call her, Jasmine Mcarthur.
And, I mean, I like to call her the human highlight reel as well because she has some amazing plays. I think last live stream we did was against Lakeside, or not Lakeside, against White, Fayetteville White, and she had some of the best Euro steps, moves to the basket I've ever seen out of a junior high basketball player, or as far as I'm concerned, high school player. And so I just can't wait to see what she does tonight.
So Macarthur instantly disrupts the Southwest offense and gets a turnover. So Macarthur's going to lead the charge here down on the offensive end. Stovall looks, gets it over to Crittenden, inside to Julie Paul. Nice pass to Starney Lewis down low, and she puts it up and good. A 10-0 run for the Lady Warriors here with 1:20 to go in the first period.
And, I mean, I'm going to talk about it a lot because it's just my forte. The Wildcats, Kaylin Coons will be graduating. That's the saddest thing ever. I mean, had 29, I think, against the Bulldogs the last outing. There's going to be some open spots on that varsity team. I think Starney Leas and Jazz Macarthur could come in there and have an immediate impact on that varsity lineup. And so it's just good to see them kind of show out in their ninth grade year and their junior high career because Har-BER's next. Can you make it? And, I mean, so it's going to be interesting to see. It's definitely an opening. It's just, do you want it?
For sure. So Macarthur comes down. Look to get the ball. Look to get everybody involved a little bit. Stovall. They seem to be passing the ball a lot more tonight so far, Connor.
They do. I mean, they're very pass and move kind of offense right now as Stovall's really kind of up at the top normally. She always makes the right pass. She's a very fundamental passer. When she passes, she knows who to get the ball to. And it seems like as soon as Jazz Macarthur comes in, she's the offensive catalyst. That's who they want to run it through.
So Jazz is going to go to the line to shoot free throws with a 10-0 lead with 54 seconds to go. First one is up and good. 11-0 run for the Lady Warriors.
I mean, Jazz should be that player too. She is. I mean, I've been told by Coach Davis as I talked to her today is she has one of the best work ethics of any player that Coach Davis has ever coached. I mean, so that's just an amazing thing for a coach to say because, believe me, I didn't have a good work ethic. I can tell you that right now. And Coach Sullivan will tell you the same thing. That's just amazing to see, especially in the ninth grader, and that can catapult you to the next level.
So we're going to time out on the floor with 44 seconds to go in the first period. Central up 12-0. We're going to stay here with you, talk a little bit about this AV team here at Central. We like to talk about them every broadcast. led by the wonderful Miss Dana Wright. She does a great job with these
Yes.
kids, getting them in the right place and teaching them really a skill that you yourself is very aware they're going to use later in life.
Oh, yes. I mean, and it's huge because Central, and I mean, I was talking to Miss Ryder about it earlier. Central's the starting place, and now Wildcats, Central might not win as much awards and all that as the Wildcats, but it's where you get there. It's where you start, and it's where you get interested. And especially for me, when I moved in here in 8th grade year, and Central was all I knew about this Springdale area, and it was huge for me, especially Miss Wright in this program. So I just want to say, if you are just kind of lost and you don't know what you're really going to do, try media, because it is awesome and you never know.
So ball back in play, turnover Southwest with 35 seconds to go in the first period. First off, we do want to thank, before we get talking about this AV team, one of our local businesses here. I mean, it's almost like a broken record with this guy, but Rolf Wilkin and Urica Pizza. They do so much for Springdale schools, and we want to say thank you for and HAR-BER, all Springdale schools. We want to say thank you for Rolf for getting us some pizza. I'm about to chow down on some pepperoni pizza myself in just a second, so we appreciate Urica Pizza and donating some delicious pies for the rest of the group tonight. Turnover Warriors. Macarthur's going to be driving. Left-hand lane up, or left-hand shot is up and good. So
sportsmanship right there as well. She tried to help up Errol. I can't really say it. Errol.
So shot is up, no good. Got a shutout on the board so far for the ladies. So first period is over, 14-0 for the Lady Warriors over Southwest. Here in the broadcast booth with us tonight, we have first off, these two ladies been doing it all year. They've done a wonderful job. That's Gabriella Gardner as my producer and Michaela Glass. These are the two that get us in and out of commercial breaks. They make sure that Connor and I are where we're supposed to be and how we're supposed to do things. So we couldn't make this run, literally could not run this without them. So we definitely appreciate their work and everything they put into it. So,
and I do want to give a special shout out tonight, especially because we have one of our HAR-BER students, Alexei Vargas, who really helped set all this up, and we're using all HAR-BER equipment, so it's fun for them to get to really know kind of how we do it up here. And so give a special shout out to him.
Absolutely, absolutely. We appreciate that. So we've got a couple students here before we get to cameras. We've got some that have been doing work in between the games. Zachary Lewis, Alex Ramos, Helen Rojas, and Will Wheat. Those four students already did some work to get this game to you. But throughout the night, we'll be naming some other students on here and appreciate their time. And, you know, they do get a grade for this, Connor. It is something that, you know, they're getting credit, but it's also fun and it's a good experience to be here and learn these things.
It really is. And I mean, and you never know when you're going to find your career path. That's what I did. I mean, I did football live streams. I was sadly playing, so I couldn't do basketball live streams. But you never know what you're going to find. And so that's why, like my sophomore year, I found commentating, and now I want to do it for the rest of my life. So you never know if Michaela Glass or Gabriella Gardner will ever just really want to do this for the rest of their lives, and this is a good place to start it.
Without a doubt. So turnover, or ball goes out, stays with Southwest. Number 5, sorry, get the Southwest roster up here. That's Chantel Cano on the dribble. Chantel's going to take it out. Shot is up, no good off the side of the rim. Battle down low, comes down to Butler. Gets it ahead to Jasmine Mcarthur. She's running the fast, fakes the pass, goes up off the glass, no good. Butler on the trail, in and out. Going to be a rebound. Honey Andrew goes down to the ground. Turnover Warriors. So scary moment there for Andrew. I know if you got injured and you go to the ground that hard, but she popped right back up, so good to see.
Andrew got tackled by Jazz. She just got a straight clothesline. But I also want to say, we talked about Stovall being that glue girl, but Macon Butler is also that. She is somehow always there for a rebound on an offensive board and always there for a putback. She couldn't get that one right there, but she was right there for that rebound.
So Honey Andrew steals it from Stacy Marcia. Ball goes out back to Southwest on the misplayed ball by Jasmine Mcarthur.
Very close.
So on the floor for Southwest right now, we have number 2, Betsy Marcia, number 5, Chantel Cano, number 33, Lupita Miranda. Let's see. Number 1, Areli Carter-Mayfield. And who are we missing? Number 15, Brooklyn Roach. Southwest players there. Ball goes down low to Roach. Off the side of the rim, no good. Rebound, Butler. Butler establishing herself in this game. Quite a few rebounds. Macarthur going to drive. Goes left hand, right hand off the glass, and good. Blocking foul, count it.
I mean, she must have had a great art teacher because she knows how to weave better than anybody I've seen. She just weaves right through those defenders, just puts it up. She is a great finisher at that rim, so I just want to give some props to her, I guess.
So, Honey Andrew going to check out for Callie Stovall. Macarthur going to go to the line to shoot one for the old-fashioned three-point play.
The old-fashioned.
Shot is up, no good. Rebound, Southwest. Lupita Miranda on the rebound. Gets the ball over to Cano. Cano to Carter Mayfield. Back up top to Betsy Masha.
Some new names.
Carter Mayfield, back to Masha. Over to Cano. Mayfield's going to look to shot. Lauren Williams comes up to play some good defense.
There's a lot of frustration here by that zone.
Southwest going to move a little bit into motion.
It's a 1-2-2 zone.
Callie Stovall with a great steal and run. She's going to put it up. Left hand, no good. Jasmine Mcarthur with the rebound. Gets it back to Macon Butler. Back over to Stovall. Stovall shot is good. So great teamwork there from the Stovall, Macarthur, and Butler to get the shot. 18-0 run for the Lady Warriors.
See Butler and Stovall right there. I mean, seems to me that either time or every time they're in the ball game, they're involved in a play. Either touching the ball, rebounding the ball, shooting the ball, they're there.
So good team defense as well for as Brooklyn Roach with the first points for the Cougars on the night. Middle lane shot was good. Macarthur comes down, passes down low to Butler. Jasmine Mcarthur with the fake, and the shot is good from the baseline. Jasmine Mcarthur looked amazing shot for the young lady there.
What more can I say right there? That pump fake, just selling it completely as much as she possibly could, and then just shoots a great shot. I mean, just nothing more you could say.
Macarthur's got a lot of flair to her. As good as she is at fundamentals and as good as she is on defense, her offense reminds me a little bit more of an Allen Iverson.
Yes.
Driving the lane,
Yes.
putting her body on the line, and doing some crazy things with the ball in her hands.
And that's what I was talking to Coach Davis about earlier. And what's great for her is Jazz knows her height, and that's one of the biggest things you can do as a point guard is know your height. And that's what I mean by that is if you're a smaller player, keep driving. You're going to get fouled or you're going to finish a layup. Either way, because you can use your height to an advantage no matter what your height is. And Jazz does a great job of that.
So Betsy Masha goes to the line and knocks down 2 free throws to put the score at 20-4 with 2:38 to go in the first half. Macarthur dribbles, surveys, gets the ball over to Lauren Williams, tries to go down low. Sorry, that was Izzy Crittenden. Back outside to Jasmine, takes the 3, no good.
She adds that 3 ball, though. How unstoppable is she? She's already a 2-level scorer. She becomes a 3. It's insane. She doesn't have it yet, though.
Yeah, she'll get that shot as she develops over the years.
That's the best thing about her is we're talking about how she's really good right now. She's only a 9th grader. I mean, that's 3 more years. Wow.
Aurelie Carter Mayfield's going to inbound the ball, gets it down low to Roach. Roach over to Martinez, back out to Mayfield. She shoots, shot is good. 3 for the Cougars. So Carter Mayfield with the 3 is going to put the score at 20-7 with 2 minutes to go in the first half. Jasmine looks to dribble, gets it across to Lauren Williams, looks down for Isabella Crittenden. Ball deflected out of bounds, so Central's going to take it underneath the goal.
Coach Davis is not going to take out Jazz Macarthur. She's not. She's going to keep her in there and has run as many lineups that she can around her to see really what works.
Macarthur gets it to Starney Leas. Back to Macarthur. Gets the ball over to Honey Andrew. Shoots. Off the rim, no good.
On that one, I love if Andrew would go get her own rebound right there. It was kind of available up in the air. If you just pursue your shot a little bit more instead of staying in place, you could go get that.
Turnover for the Warriors. Isabella Crittenden comes down, finds Honey Andrew, Andrew goes cross court to Jasmine in the corner. Shot is up. No good off the side of the rim. Rebound, Julie Paul. And Macarthur throws it out of bounds. So
I know it's a 20-6 lead here for the Warriors, but they have not played very well. It's just they've gotten some very opportunity baskets, but, I mean, they've been some very lazy passes, some very risky passes, especially cross-court passes, and so they need to clean it up a little bit more to get this game in the books.
So Southwest turnover. Masha to Cano there. Ball goes out of bounds. So Honey Andrews going to inbound to Jasmine Mcarthur. Leas, Butler, and Crittenden on the floor with those two. Macarthur's going to dribble right side. Gets it back to Crittenden, top of the key. Over to Honey Andrew.
Southwest really with that 1-3-1 zone. Central doing a great job of breaking, and I'd like to see Southwest maybe get out of that and give Central a different look, and then see Central try to beat it.
That time, Southwest managed a turnover, so they're going to get the ball back right at a minute with 26 on the scoreboard, so down 14 for the Cougars, but they're fighting back. Masha drives the lane, shot up off the rim, no good, but she does draw the foul. Connor, it's a lot of times in these games, if you're down by 14 and, you drive to the lane and get fouled, that does two things for you. It stops the clock and allows you to put some points on the board. So
exactly.
Good job for the Cougars.
And that's a good thing and a bad thing sometimes. What I mean by that is if you're in the sportsmanship rule, and I've seen it so many times where that happens and teams intentionally foul you to put you on the line and it'll waste the clock all day long. And so free throws can be the golden thing that saves you or the golden thing that breaks you.
So Betsy Masha hits her third and fourth free throw of the night. Put the score at 20-8 with 44 seconds to go in the first half. Down low to Butler. A shot is up and good. So nice assist there from Jasmine Mcarthur. Even her assists have a little bit of flair to them.
Exactly. Everything with her, a little bit of flair with it. Also, I want to say about free throws, we were talking about it, that Arkansas-Auburn game.
Man.
Free throws. That
Honey
can tell
Andrew
you.
with the steal. Honey Andrew with the nice pass back to Isabella Crittenden. Shot is up, no good. Jasmine Mcarthur rebounding good. How about those Hogs, man?
Wow, I was there at that game. It was insane. Jabari Smith, who plays for Auburn, he's the projected number 1 pick in the entire NBA draft, and the defense played by the Hogs on him was amazing. Now the defense played on their big man Kessler, not so much, but you got to win. You got to win some battles, lose some battles, and then win the overall game, which they did.
So Macarthur's half-court heave, no good, but that's going to put the score at 24-8. The Lady Warriors up big in the first half on the rival Southwest Cougars. That's going to be the end of the first half. We're going to take a commercial break. We're going to hear from some of our wonderful sponsors, and Connor and I will be back here in just a bit with more Warrior basketball.
You can love where you live and play at an apartment community managed by Lindsay Management Company. Affordable apartments with awesome amenities, including clubhouses, fitness center, pools, tennis and basketball courts, and playgrounds at select locations. Many locations also include golf privileges, business centers, game rooms, tanning beds, whirlpools, saunas, and resort-style swimming pools. View rates, photos, and apply online at lindsaymanagement.com.
At America's Car Mart, our purpose is providing customers peace of mind with quality vehicles to keep you on the road. And right now, we're kicking off 2021 with a huge sale, the New Year's sale. Drive away today for as low as $199 down on select vehicles. Ask about the New Year's sale or start your approval online right now. No matter where you are on your car buying journey, we're here for you, keeping you on the road. America's Car Mart.
For over 20 years, Community Clinic has served Washington County with quality and affordable health care. With 3 wellness centers in Springdale, located at Jones, George, and Elmdale Elementary, our services include primary care, pediatrics, prenatal, behavioral health, and physical therapy. We offer services in English, Spanish, and Marshallese so that we can help your family. The Community Clinic, healthy people, healthy community.
On the counter, find a hole, Garrett inside the 5, touchdown Springdale. Shot good! Wide open Trey Smith, touchdown Har-BER Wildcats!
The Springdale Chamber of Commerce is among the top 1% of chambers in the nation to be honored with a 5-star rating by the U.S. Chamber of Commerce. We work each day to make our members more profitable through programming and events that strengthen our economy, help to create jobs for a growing population, and support the needs.
Accidents are never planned. But no matter how small, every emergency that involves a child is a big deal. It's everything. That's why we're here. Arkansas Children's Northwest offers the only pediatric emergency room in Northwest Arkansas with fast access, pediatric experts, and kid-sized care. Peace of mind when you need it most.
Ballpark Franks got their start in 1957, right here in the ballpark. And with the taste of 100% Angus beef, passed down from one generation to the next, they soon became a tradition everywhere, bringing on the feeling of summer in every bite. Ballpark Franks, bring on summer.
Climax at the NWA, it's just an easy, customer-centered experience. Right now is probably the easiest time that I've ever seen to achieve financing for people on maybe even a more expensive vehicle or more accommodating vehicle for their family. I've got the best inventory, I would say, in the state, and my people are not only experienced in the car business, but they're experienced in the people business. Whether you just check us out online or you check us out in person, we want you to visit us. Climax the NWA and climaxthenwa.com.
When you choose First Security, banking is just the beginning. Here, we take care of each other, making the community we all share even stronger. So people in Arkansas can build a life, buy a home, run a business, and more. Strength in numbers and neighbors. It's another way First Security helps Arkansas bank better. And it's why you should call on us today. First Security, bank better. When you bank with First Security, you're choosing real support for you and for our home state. So friends, families, and fellow Arkansans find better solutions together. It's another way First Security helps Arkansas bank better. And it's why you should call on us today. First Security, bank better.
All right, welcome back, basketball fans. We are here at HAR-BER Wildcat Stadium where the Central Warriors are up 24-8 on the Southwest Cougars. Connor, great performances from the Central dance team, the freshman dance girls, and the Southwest cheer. It's good to see both teams represented out there with their spirit squads tonight.
Yeah, you love to see both teams out here, especially fan bases out here, because we talked about it earlier. This is a huge rivalry between cheer, football, dance, basketball, you name it. It's a huge rivalry, so it's just good to see. And especially like you see the stars, as I like to call them, out tonight. You got Coach Jenkins, Coach Steffenbaugh, Coach Rhodes was here for the dance performances. Maybe Coach Tiffany Dykes, the new coach this year, the head HAR-BER coach for cheer, was here. I couldn't see her. But it's also good to see, like, get to show off what you're made of. So love to see that. Love to see the HAR-BER celebrities out and the Central celebrities here as well.
Without a doubt. So the Warriors back on the field with Callie Stovall playing the point. Lauren Williams up top with her. Also in for the Warriors, Honey Andrew, Megan Butler, and Julie Paul. So we'll see what these five can do for the Warriors. Up big right now. 5:42 to go. Connor, when you got a big lead like this, what's coach looking for these girls to do, and what do they need to do to maintain that lead?
Well, one, you don't have a shot clock, so it's no rush at all. As well as you're winning by, what are we at? I can't do math that well. Let's go with, wow.
2 to 8 makes 10, and then you add that 2 to 4, that's 16. Yes,
wow,
sir.
That was awesome. Okay, 16. You're up by 16, so there's no rush offensively. If you want to hold it the entire quarter, you can. I wouldn't, but just no rush. Take some really good shots, as Coach Jenkins up at HAR-BER High School likes to call it 90 shots, which is a 90% shot. So just wait for those.
Stovall looks, gets the ball over to Lauren Williams, finds Butler down low, back to Williams on the give and go. Out to Honey Andrew. Andrew finds nice pass to Julie Paul down low. Laser of a shot from Andrew, 26-8.
That's a 90. That's my exact example of a 90. Now, the pass wasn't a 90, but it was a really nice pass.
Yeah, he's got a little bit of Galatia in there, being able to distribute that ball, no doubt. And
yes.
Andrew's one of those players this team has missed, and as they get into the conference tournament, she may be a big addition to this squad late.
And we talked about it earlier with her being back before we were on the live stream. She really opens up Jazz as well, Jasmine Mcarthur, because she's a distributor. Jazz doesn't have to be that. Jazz can be a straight-up scorer. And so that takes a lot of pressure off of Jasmine Mcarthur to be a distributor. And then it gives more a role to Honey as she comes back. So I think her coming back is way more of a benefit than a downgrade.
So it looks like Southwest does have their starting five out on the court as we get a substitution in, as I say that. Number 44 coming in. I apologize, parents and student. We don't have 44 on our roster, so we refer to you as 44 for the rest of the game. Out there for Southwest, we have Betsy Masha. Number 5, Chantel Cano. Aurelie Carter Mayfield is number 1, and down low 15 Brooklyn Roach. So turnover for Central. Carter Mayfield at the top of the key, guarded by Honey Andrew. Ball goes over player's head, rounded back out by Southwest. Gets the ball to Roach. A dribble. There's going to be a foul on the reach in. They're going to get Honey Andrew for the reach in.
A little bit of sloppy basketball right now by both teams, just not starting the quarter off real well. Not a lot of scoring already for both.
As we talk about Honey, then we see Galatia Andrew walking down the bottom of your screen. So big player for HAR-BER and for your mom up at HAR-BER.
Yes, sir.
So Honey going to dribble down. There's a trailing pass for someone. Someone finally picks it up. Ball in Lauren Williams' hand. Out to Callie Stovall. Back to Andrew. So very methodical, like you said. These Warriors, the clock is their friend. They're gonna force Southwest to guard them or force them to make some sort of turnover.
No rush at all.
Lauren Williams drives baseline. Shot goes up. Contested by number 44, and foul is going to be called. So Lauren Williams is going to go to the line to shoot 2 free throws. With 3:07 to go, 26-8 lead for the, we say home. Both of these teams consider this home, but tonight Central is the home team in both of our games.
Or the future home. The future home.
Future home of both of these teams. But tonight, Central is listed on the home team on the scoreboard. Lauren Williams' shot is up and good, so 27-8. It's going to be Williams' first points of the night. Shot is up and good. So 2 on the board for Lauren Williams. Makes it 28-8. Gives the Warriors a 20-point lead. You can do the math on that one, Connor. 3:03 to go in the first period.
I don't know. 20? 20 maybe.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Now, see, you're a science teacher, so you're not supposed to be able to do math.
Yeah.
You can't judge me.
Got to do some physics and math every once in a while in science. So
maybe. That's my least favorite part of science.
Lauren Williams looking down low for Butler. Goes cross court to Julie Paul. Quick pass to Stovall. Stovall's going to drive. Scuffle on the floor. Going to be a jump ball. Ball's going to go possession arrow with Southwest. So quick substitution. Starney Leas comes in along with Isabella Crittenden, Izzy, as we like to call her, and Jasmine Mcarthur, Jazzy, both come in the game. So Macarthur back out there, starts playing defense immediately. Shot is up for Southwest. Cano off the rim, no good. Starney Leas with a good rebound, passes ahead to Macarthur. Macarthur goes up, a little too strong off the back of the glass, no good. Gets it back to Isabella Crittenden.
Corner swing right there, almost.
Starney Leas surveying the court. Gets it up to Jasmine Mcarthur. Macarthur finds Julie Paul. Nice screen set by Butler. Gets the ball, goes left hand, good. Off the glass and good. That's going to be 30-8, and I believe that is the that's the first bucket of the night for Butler.
That's not right.
It's got to be in the second half then. Somebody didn't man the score in the first one maybe. So
because I know that's not right.
Yeah.
I remember her scoring multiple times because I was about to say it. Talked about her earlier, the perfect big man. She is, again, the perfect big man because she just catches that ball no matter where she is, squares up and finishes. She's a great finisher, and so just props for her. I know that's not her second point on the night.
So Butler runs into the cameraman down low. I hope our roving cameraman's okay down there.
And Butler.
Yeah.
And Butler.
Butler's okay. She laughed it off, gave a little smile to him, said she was sorry, but such is life of the cameraman.
Asked for his phone number, everything.
Valentine's Day is just around the corner. Maybe we made a love connection.
Maybe.
We'll talk to Butler tomorrow at school, see how she feels about that. Starney Leas gets the ball up to Isabella Crittenden, guarded by Carter Mayfield. Good defense there, not to commit the foul. Ball's going to stay with the Warriors. 30-8 with 1:13 to go in the third period. Central with a big lead on the Southwest Cougars.
We got a good game coming up next, too.
So Julie Paul, shot goes up, and she is fouled. So Julie Paul is going to go to the line to shoot 2. Yes, please stay tuned. Our next game right after this, the Central boys versus Southwest. It's always a battle. It's always fun.
I remember my year. It was a very, very good game, and it shouldn't have been. We came in thinking it wouldn't be, and because we had a far superior team, especially with the rankings in the conference. But then Jaden Cannon and some other Southwest players just came out and punched us in the face early, and we never really recovered until late. So it's always a good game no matter what the teams are.
So Macarthur, top of the key, is going to turn, spin, gets the ball up to Isabella Crittenden, back to Starney Leas. Leas is going to drive, finds Julie Paul. Back into Butler. Butler tries to go up. We're going to get 3 seconds in the lane that time. I don't know if that was Crittenden or Butler, but
Butler.
Either way, we're going to turn over Southwest with 38 on the scoreboard, 30-8. That is Central with the 30-8 lead with 50 seconds to go in the third period.
Pretty sure that was on Butler. Just took a little too much time to get into her move.
So Betsy Moshka going to bring the ball down for the Cougars. Gets it over to Aurelie Carter-Mayfield. And coach is going to call a timeout. So we'll pause here for a second. We're going to take a 30-second timeout, so we'll stay here with you, not take a commercial break just yet. Talk a little bit more about some of these kids that are behind the camera for us tonight. Connor, I mean, we're talking heads. We just sit here and blab all night. If we didn't have the shots from these kids, we wouldn't have anything for people to watch. So
yeah, we could be a radio station without these kids.
Exactly.
That's all we'd be.
So in the first quarter, we had Aurelia Costa and Derek Gonzalez on the cameras, along with Gabriel Chavez and Eric Flores. In the third quarter, we've had Caitlin Holder, Esteve Lucero, Andrew Oliveras Perez. So we appreciate the work that those students have done so far in the basketball game. As I look over there, I see Max Stewart was on the camera as well. So appreciate the work those students have done so far. So.
Yeah, I mean, it's a lot of work, too, especially when it gets to the HAR-BER level. It's a lot of work, but it also gets paid when you get to the HAR-BER level, which is way more. These kids don't get paid, but they do get a grade, and I don't know which ones are better.
You gotta earn it first. You gotta get there, and then you get to go to HAR-BER, and then you get paid.
Nothing is not earned in life. Nothing is given in life, and you got to earn every single bit of it. And so it's a good motto to have in life, and it's good to know it now.
So Masha's free throw is up, no good. Rebound Southwest. Nice fight there from 44. I wish we had your name, but we do not. So good rebound there from her.
I'm in the process of trying to figure it out. I've got some contacts, so I'll try. As soon as we go to commercial next time, I promise I'll have it right back when we come back.
So Macarthur looking to dribble. Pass. Find Lauren Williams. Jasmine over to Julie Paul. Macarthur is all alone on this side. Almost shoots it, but instead gets it down low to Butler.
Good footwork by her.
Macarthur from way outside off the side of the rim, no good. Lauren Williams dives into the cheerleaders to save it. Ball is going to go out. So good hustle there from Williams, but ball is deflected. That's going to be the end of the third quarter. We're going to take a quick commercial break and hear from some of our wonderful sponsors. We'll be back here in a minute with more Warrior basketball.
Hometown. That word still means something here. It means we're neighbors. We do the right thing. We care about your family. And you deserve the very best every time you walk in the front door. HAR-BER. Hometown fresh.
Welcome home to Lindsay Living, to resort-style apartment living on golf courses with fabulous amenities. You'll love where you live and play. Visit lindsaymanagement.com to apply online and see photos, rates, and floor plans for all locations we manage throughout Arkansas and in surrounding states.
All right, we're back here, basketball fans. 30-9, the Central Lady Warriors up big on the Southwest Cougars. 6 minutes to go.
Hearing, I'm trying to coin a new term here, so I might as well just start on the Warrior broadcast. We're hearing the Wild West. We're going to call it the Wild West. I was at Bentonville the other night, and they call it the Jungle. So we need to call this the Wild West, as we are the Wildcats up here.
I like it. The Wild West. Shot is up and good. We do have the name of this young lady now, so great. Her name, Anne-Marie Love, coming through with the basket. 8th grader getting some playing time for the Southwest Cougars. Going to go to the line for the old-fashioned three-point play. So
that's why we didn't have her number.
Yeah, we appreciate Mr. Jenkins getting that information for us at break. That's kind of professional he is up here in the broadcast booth. We couldn't do it without him. So thank you, Connor. Shot is up on the rebound. Good for Stacy Masha. So back-to-back three-point play possibilities for the Cougars. Missed the first one. We're going to see what Masha can do here on the second one. Quick substitution. Also in for the Warriors for the first time tonight, number 11, Yani Henry. So some playing time for Henry. Shot is up, no good. Love battles for the rebound, but it's taken over from Macon Butler.
And I mean, last game we live streamed, I saw the younger Jazz. I don't know her last name. Is not on our roster, which is very weird. Hopefully you know what I'm talking about. But she had great playing time off the bench. She's an 8th grader, so she's not really on our rosters. But had some great playing time off the bench tonight. Since Macon Butler's back, she's not really in the lineup. I would love to see her get back in that lineup, though.
Miss Rojas is who you're speaking of.
Yes, Rojas.
Jasmine Rojas. Very, very good minutes in the middle of the season here for the Warriors, coming up as an 8th grader and playing strong for them.
Strong is definitely the word.
Masha's shot is up, no good. 30-13 with 5:23 to go in the game. Jasmine Mcarthur checks back in.
And Jazz, we've seen her all night with that amazing impact at the point guard position. Really, hopefully, she can slide down to that shooting guard position so she can be more effective on the offensive end scoring-wise. But she's just effective overall with distribution, scoring, and everything, especially defense as well.
So Henry is an up court. Shot goes off the glass, no good. So rebound Southwest.
That's that situation right there where you just get a little too excited. You got a wide open layup, no one around, and it's just, you just miss it.
So Masha drives to the lane and puts a shot up and good. It's going to be about the 7th to 10th point for Masha tonight so far. She's done well for the Cougars to try to stay in this ball game. Jasmine Mcarthur with the step through, the hesitation fake, up and good.
Wow. Oh, my gosh. I lost my headset after reacting to that one. I mean, that is awesome, the pump fake maestro from her.
Callie Stovall with the steal, going to come down. Going to stop the dribble, gives it back to Henry. Looks down low for Macon Butler. Butler finds Lauren Crittenden. Back out to Macarthur. Macarthur for 3. No good off the side of the rim. Follows her shot. Gets it back in. Callie Stovall going to drive to the lane and turns the ball over. So some good offensive saves there.
Let me just say, as excited I was right there for Jasmine Mcarthur's play, I had the privilege of commentating with Zach Arns at the Springdale game for the Springdale HAR-BER men's basketball game. That is by far the best game I've ever commentated in my career. In my 2-year career, it was awesome. We had alley-oops. We had a game winner. We had double overtime. It was huge, and that's just an example of how big a rivalry can be and how big of a rivalry this is.
So 3-second lane violation for the Cougars. Shout out to Betsy Masha out there. She's a point guard, but she's down low trying to get rebounds for the Cougars. She's doing a lot out there. So timeout for the Warriors. That 32-15. The Cougars come back a little bit here in the 4th quarter, put some points on the board. We're going to stay here as a 30-second timeout. I mean, Connor, this is that time of the year we start winding down. We start thinking about conference tournaments. I mean, both the ladies and the boys have big games coming up, the next coming games, and then they'll presumably be in some conference tournaments after that.
You're talking about the junior highs, correct?
Yes.
Okay, regional. You got me confused a little bit. But yes, and this is going to be very good, especially the girls' team. The girls is a very, very good team, a very respected team around the league. And I'd love to see them just get really more competitive, especially you're seeing them tonight with a great performance, 32 points to 15. And they don't even have 2 of their best players in the Campbell twins. They're just a very good team. Then you got to go against the Fayettevilles. Lakeside, as we played them that one time, they were very, very good. And then the boys' teams. We'll talk about them a little later. I've got a little story on that as I talked to Coach Sullivan before the game. But it should be fun, that's for sure. And I know regionals is always fun, even if you're playing against the 1 seed and you're the 4 seed. It's still fun.
So Sophia Rubio checks in for Southwest and is able to make a drive and dish it off to Masha for another 2 points. So 32-17 with 3:30 to go.
Masha playing very good tonight. She is doing a great job at that point guard position for the Cougars.
Scoreboard says 9 points. I believe she has a little bit more than that. I don't think they had the scoreboard working for points in the first quarter. She scored a couple baskets then, or a couple free throws at least. So very good showing for the Cougars.
Definitely a bright spot for her.
Macarthur draws the defense, gets the ball, kicks the ball out to Stovall. I'm sorry, I was trying to find who was in the lane there. It was Macon Butler gets the shot, gets a little travel, gonna be a turnover back to the Cougars. So Rubio inbounds the ball, gets the ball back. You always gotta watch those players that wear number 23.
Yes.
They don't get that number by accident.
No, you earn that number.
Lauren Williams with the block. Gets it up to Jasmine Mcarthur. Macarthur's going to drive. Nice pass to Williams. Shot is up, in and out, no good. Butler with the rebound goes up and is fouled. Fouled by Anne-Marie Love. Going to send Butler to the line to shoot two. 32-17 on the scoreboard. 2:43 to go. The Warriors up big on the Southwest Cougars here on rivalry night between these two teams. Shot is up, no good. So Butler got one more on the line. 2:43 to go in the game.
I mean, we only got 2:43 left to go, and then we've got a great game after this, so I can't wait for that one.
Love with the rebound for the Cougars.
Then we're going to see the unfamiliars here, as I like to call them. I call them JV stars when we get to varsity games at Har-BER, but we're going to call them the unfamiliars here for both Southwest and then Central, not really having that many of them on that lineup.
So number 23, Sophia Rubio, going to go to the line to shoot two shots for Southwest. Rubio, an 8th grader, down there playing for the Cougars. Shot is up.
We said you earned number 23 too, and she's got that right there.
So first shot is up and good, 32-18. Second shot is up and good. So 2:39 to go, 32-19 on the scoreboard for the Warriors versus the Cougars. Jasmine Mcarthur between her legs. Surveys.
She's a very good ball handler. Now that I look at it, I mean, that Allen Iverson comparison is perfect. I keep thinking about it all night. She's exactly that. I want to see what you come up with for Jackson Conley in the boys' game. I want to see your comparison for him.
I got a couple there, I think, fit pretty well. Starny Leas from 3. Off the rim, no good. Ball goes out.
We're going to save him for that game?
Yeah,
sure. We'll save him there. That should be fun to hear as we make our NBA lineups out of the Central lineups.
So you talked earlier about 90% shots. I know Coach Davis definitely doesn't want to see this many threes being put up with none of them going in for the Warriors tonight so far.
If you don't shoot a high clip of it, don't stop shooting it. And that's definitely what she's saying. But at the same time, you do have a very good lead here. You have a 13-point lead. It was bigger earlier, but still, you can have fun, but you got to be smart. And so your shot selection has to get better. But that's also with age, and it gets better. And so that's junior high. That's probably one of the biggest things that coaches preach in on junior high is shot selection. And so you never know. I guarantee they'll have a talk about it afterwards once they watch film.
They're going to get Jasmine with a turnover there. Said she traveled on her way to the basket. And we got a travel on the other end, number 25. I do apologize. We don't have her name either on our roster. So I assume she'd be an 8th grader that's playing up for the Cougars. Jasmine Mcarthur looks down low. Julie Paul over to Starny Leas. Tries to get a ball down low to Jasmine. Jasmine wanted it on the post and didn't get it.
She threw it to Yao Ming instead of Jazz. Right there, threw it a little too high.
So Izzy's going to check back in for Starny Leas. 1:26 to go, 32-19 for the Lady Warriors.
Not the best outing for them, but just a good enough outing.
Jasmine Mcarthur throws it up. Shot is good. Basket is good. And the foul. Going to go to the line.
We'll have Coach Davis here in the halftime of the boys' game to talk really about what her views are. I'll ask her right about that shot selection. I'll be a little more careful about it, though.
So on the scoreboard, that's point number 14 for Jasmine. She goes in line to shoot, looking for number 15. So MacArthur, most nights in, out for the girls, has been the leading scorer. So no change tonight as they beat their rival Cougars. MacArthur short on the rim, but follows up her shot and goes to get the rebound.
Could have got a flopping flagrant right there. She kind of threw up her arms. I think she's been taking a little too many theater classes.
Watching too many NBA games, maybe.
Oh, yes, that's for sure.
All right. Ball goes up ahead. Masha off the rim, no good. Off the backboard, no good. Scramble, she gets her own back rebound, no good. Fight again down low. Butler comes away with it to Jasmine. Jasmine tries to push it up court. Turnover for the Warriors. So MacArthur gets it right back. Goes up and good. So point number 16 for Jasmine MacArthur on the night.
That we know of. I don't know if that's accurate.
Going to be 36-19 on the scoreboard with 36 seconds to go.
Pretty confident she has above 20.
So Southwest going to dribble out. 32 seconds to go. What does a game like this do for heading into the last couple games of the season? What does this show you that the Warriors are capable of?
They're capable of a lot, and I knew that coming in. But it's also very good to see that you're beating an opponent like this, especially this important of an opponent, without two of your best players, one of your main bench pieces, one of your main starters in McKinley Campbell, your main bench piece in Madison Campbell. And then this game especially really shows me the impact of Macon Butler. I really saw that. I mean, like last game, we didn't have her against White, and White had some big girls inside and some good centers, and we saw the Warriors have a hard time guarding them, hard time rebounding. And then tonight, Macon Butler just gets in there and has an immediate impact. And so to have her is definitely going to be good down the stretch, and then to have that player with the ball in her hand right now, Jasmine McArthur, is definitely a good thing to have down the stretch.
All right, that is going to dribble the ball out. That is going to be the end of the game. The Lady Warriors with a 38-19 win. Do not change the channel, as they say, or don't swipe on your screen if you're watching this on YouTube. We're going to have an amazing boys basketball game after this, so we're going to put 10 minutes on the scoreboard clock, give them some time to warm up. Connor and I are going to take a breather, and we'll be back here in about 6-7 minutes with more Warrior basketball.
Welcome home to Lindsay Living. Affordable rates, available on-site management, attitudes of service, and amenities unmatched make residents love where they live and play. From value-packed basic apartments to resort-style living on golf courses, we manage options to fit your needs and wants. Apply online at lindsaymanagement.com for locations throughout Arkansas and in surrounding states.
Come see the largest pre-owned inventory in Northwest Arkansas.
Whatever you're looking for, you'll find it in McClarty Daniel Country. With 800 pre-owned vehicles at 6 giant locations in Bentonville and Springdale, there's something for everyone. Plus,
at McClarty Daniel, you're protected.
Drive worry-free for 7 years or 200,000 miles with the MD Pre-Owned Advantage. And when it's time to sell your car, we're ready to buy it, even if you don't buy from us. Have you visited McClarty Daniel Country yet?
Visit us online at McClartyDaniel.com.
Our 30 minutes or less ER service pledge means you'll find less waiting where it matters most. Faster care in the emergency room. The 30 minutes or less ER service pledge at Northwest Health System, Bentonville, and Springdale.
When accidents happen, our 30 minutes or less ER service pledge can mean less waiting and faster care. The 30 minutes or less ER service pledge at Northwest Health System, Bentonville, and Springdale. Our 30 minutes or less ER service pledge means faster care. And because we're full service hospitals, a lot more care if you need it. Less waiting, faster care. At Northwest Health System, Bentonville, and Springdale.
At Northwest Health, you can check in online for urgent care and ER visits. This simple step lets you pick a time that's convenient and saves your spot in line before you arrive. It's our new approach to the waiting room. Visit mynorthwestanycare.com. At Northwest Health, we've made it easier to schedule a doctor's appointment. Online scheduling for our primary care physicians lets you make an appointment at any time from anywhere. It's the new way to book your next visit. mynorthwestanycare.com.
Ozarks Go from Ozarks Electric Cooperative is leading the fiber revolution, connecting the divide with high-speed broadband access to close that gap. from cloud to cloud, post to post, from downtown to way out of town, to connect our customers to a world of blazing speed and access to absolutely everywhere. It's our customers connected and energized with Ozarks Go.
Try the 3-and-3 meal at Slim Chickens. 3 hand-breaded chicken tenders paired with 3 perfectly fried wings, shaken in your choice of house flavors. Served with fries, Texas toast, and a medium drink. Slim Chickens. Fresh, delicious chicken. Nothing says game day like good friends and great food. And at Slim Chickens, we know great food. From our 100% all-natural chicken tenders, fresh-made wings served with house sauces, to delicious chicken sandwiches, crisp salads, southern sides, and desserts you just can't get anywhere else. At Slim's, we have the food you love, made fresh for the people you care about. Dine in, drive through, or order online. Slim Chickens. Fresh, delicious chicken.
Choose the Wellness Centers at Springdale Schools. The Wellness Centers in Springdale are perfect for students and teachers. Teachers can go during their planning period, and parents don't have to miss work for students to receive medical care. Offering sports physicals, kindergarten physicals, vaccinations, well child checks, acute care, and more. Wellness Centers are located at a school near you. Wellness Centers in Springdale Schools, we are your medical home.
During the Great Depression, nothing came easy. But with just 5 cents, an old truck, and a load of hay, John Tyson and his family found a way to deliver quality chicken to other hardworking people. Today, Tyson continues to find new ways to help put a chicken in every pot. Because people deserve farm-raised chicken of the highest quality. At Tyson, we remain committed to this simple promise. To always keep it real. To always keep it Tyson.
If you want fast, easy, and affordable service, visit McClarty Daniel.
Keep your vehicle running like new in our state-of-the-art service facilities. We know your time is valuable. Our factory-certified technicians with decades of experience will get you in and out and back on the road quickly. We service all makes and models at our 6 convenient locations in Bentonville and Springdale. Open 6 days a week.
Visit McClartyDaniel.com to schedule your service appointment today.
Hey Northwest Arkansas, Lara here at Sam's Furniture. If you're looking for new furniture, we have over 170,000 square feet selection at everyday low prices and same-day delivery available. But the best part is that we love to serve our community. So when you buy at Sam's, part of your purchase goes to support one of the many amazing organizations that we have been blessed to partner with. Serving others, especially those in need, is our culture here, and we hope that you'll be a part of that too. Arkansas's largest furniture destination, get it at Sam's.
You can love where you live and play at an apartment community managed by Lindsay Management Company. Affordable apartments with awesome amenities, including clubhouses, fitness centers, pools, tennis and basketball courts, and playgrounds at select locations. Many locations also include golf privileges, business centers, game rooms, tanning beds, whirlpools, saunas, and resort-style swimming pools. View rates, photos, and apply online at lindsaymanagement.com.
At America's Car Mart, our purpose is providing customers peace of mind with quality vehicles to keep you on the road. And right now, we're kicking off 2021 with a huge sale, the New Year's sale. Drive away today for as low as $199 down on select vehicles. Ask about the New Year's sale or start your approval online right now. No matter where you are on your car buying journey, we're here for you, keeping you on the road. America's Car Mart.
For over 20 years, Community Clinic has served Washington County with quality and affordable health care. With 3 wellness centers in Springdale, located at Jones, George, and Elmdale Elementary, our services include primary care, pediatrics, prenatal, behavioral health, and physical therapy. We offer services in English, Spanish, and Marshallese so that we can help your family. The Community Clinic, healthy people, healthy community.
On the counter, find a hole, Garrett inside the 5, touchdown Springdale. Shot good! Wide open Trey Smith, touchdown, Har-BER Wildcats!
The Springdale Chamber of Commerce is among the top 1% of chambers in the nation to be honored with a 5-star rating by the U.S. Chamber of Commerce. We work each day to make our members more profitable through programming and events that strengthen our economy, help to create jobs for a growing population, and support the needs of a diverse community. We make Springdale a better place to live. Learn more about the Chamber and Springdale by visiting our website, springdale.com.
Accidents are never planned. But no matter how small, every emergency that involves a child is a big deal. It's everything. That's why we're here. Arkansas Children's Northwest offers the only pediatric emergency room in Northwest Arkansas with fast access, pediatric experts, and kid-sized care. Peace of mind when you need it most.
All right, basketball fans, we are back with a wonderful game tonight between the Southwest Cougars and the Central Warriors. Rivalry we've already talked about a lot here. I'm Joey McCaslin, voice of the Warriors, alongside me, Connor Jenkins. Connor, what do you think this game means to both squads and both schools?
A lot, especially I talked to Coach Sullivan before the game. This game means a lot to the Warriors tonight because they've had a little bit of a rough go around these past few games, losing to Purple as well, and they've gotten to that 4 seed, which is the cutoff if you didn't know. And they've got to win 3 out of 1 or 4 out of 0 in these next 4 games, just counting this one. So this cannot be a loss for them.
So right off the bat, establishing Jackson Conley. So superstar for the Warriors goes to the line to shoot after the pass from Hayden Wood. So, you know, one of the things you look at their record on the year, they've lost 3 games. 2 of those games were in overtime, and the other game was by 1 point. So very good year so far for Coach Sutherland. A couple of heartbreakers, but they're still fighting, trying to get that last playoff spot.
Led by Jackson Conley. And I want to hear your player comparison now that we're here in this boys' game.
Well, you know, at first, my first initial thought was Giannis. He's got that long length to him and kind of, you know, takes over the game sometimes on the defensive end. But, you know, there's someone that plays with Giannis every night that I think he actually compares a little bit closer to.
Drew Holiday?
No, I think Chris Middleton.
Chris Middleton.
I think Chris Middleton is he's that player that on both ends of the court, he's going to give you 110%, and that's what Jackson Conley brings to the squad. He does a real good job on the defensive end. He's long. He's got arms that disrupt a lot of passes. You see him guarding the inbound there. Once again, Davenport able to get the ball over to him, but we'll see how much Jackson wants to establish himself. He does make the turnover right now, but with a 1-0 lead, 5:36 to go, we'll see how much Conley tries to establish himself in this game. There has been times in the past where he waited till, second, third quarter before he really got going. But we'll see what they do right now. It's a little trap so far. Hands it off to Davenport. Goes up too strong. Jackson Conley with the rebound over Davenport. No good. Ball is going to go down to Southwest. So
I like to compare Jackson Conley more to Kawhi Leonard, Scottie Pippen type of player, that long, lengthy, like you touched up on.
I like that.
Long, lengthy defender that can score the ball at a high clip when he's on.
Southwest with the shot takes the lead, 2-1.
And that's what the thing about Kawhi Leonard, if you know him now, obviously he's a great player, all-star and all that. But before anything, he was a good defensive player for the Spurs. And then he got his offensive game going. And Jackson Conley's got the time to do that as he's only a freshman.
Great pass there from Conley on down low to Colton Disney. Disney puts it up and in. So Tuck with the bucket to go up 3-2. So on the floor for the Warriors starting tonight, we have number 4, Hayden Wood, Colton Disney, Sky Davenport, number 20, Peyton Haskins down low, number 23, and then Jackson Conley, the superstar, so to speak, for the Warriors, number 24. So, these last couple of games, one player who has stood up came forward for the Warriors lately, has got the ball in his hands right now. Sky Davenport, 8th grader, doing an awesome job. That last game, he scored about 20 points for the Warriors.
The Klay Thompson of the team. We'll give him that little chip on his shoulder because he is definitely a scorer, a shooter, just a very overall good player. And then you got Hayden Wood, who is an amazing distributor, amazing player. And when he gets going, especially in football as well. And especially his dad is one of those Har-BER celebrities I talked about. So he's probably in the building tonight as well.
So some good defense there from the Warriors. Able to get the steal. Ball goes up to Jackson. Shot is up and good. Count the basket for Conley. He's going to go to the line for the three-point play. So very composed, nice layup there from Jackson. Didn't rush things, made sure and drew the foul, and kept his poise and was able to make the basket.
And you want to talk about auditions. This is an audition tonight for Jackson Conley and the other top players for the Warriors, maybe even for Davenport for next year if he could get moved up as a freshman. But this is an audition as Coach Steppenbaugh is in the house. You want to prove that you can play and can play at a high clip and you can get some varsity minutes next year.
All right, ball goes off the missed free throw, goes off a Warrior, so it's going to be Southwest ball. Southwest has it on the court starting tonight. He just took a bench. Reed Banks was starting. He just took a spot in for Will Hudson comes into the game. Number 22, Cash Wilson with the ball right now. Number 2, Javion Phillips with the turnover. So Phillips gets the turnover. Number 23, Connor Gavin in for the Cougars. And then number 50, Christopher Brown. So we'll see what that team can do tonight. With 4 minutes to go, Central's got a 3-point lead. We'll be taking a good look tonight to see how much Jackson Conley and Sky Davenport score for the Warriors. As we kick it over here to Disney in the corner. Off the back of the rim, no good. Great rebound by Davenport.
Just an interesting tidbit of information, just thought about it. The 5 starters for the Har-BER Wildcats are all Central Warriors. All ex-Central Warriors. Miles Rolfe, Cameron Maines, Sawyer Jeffis, and then Kingsbury and Fontenapolis. All great Warriors. Especially Jeffis. Jeffis didn't play much as a Warrior, came off the bench. And now he's kind of coming to his own as a shooting role, more of a role player here for the Wildcats. And so good for him, and I like to see that Warrior lineup.
So Peyton Haskins puts the ball up and good. So going to go to the line, shoot 1. Shot is up and good. So 3-point play there from Haskins. Gets him on the board. 8-2 for the Warriors. Nice press so far for the Warriors. And Coach Sutherland causes a turnover. Davenport's able to step in front of it. Going to bring the ball down behind his back. Crosses the lane, goes in the lane, dishes out here to 23. That's Peyton Haskins with the shot. 3 is good. And Connor, you see it in the NBA all day long. We saw it in the Razorback game the other day. How important is it that a big can step out there and hit that 3?
I mean, it's incredibly important in this era of basketball because they always characterize it with eras, and this is the three-point era.
So
And
Conley gets the shot, goes up left hand, puts the score quick, 13-2 for the Warriors, and they're going to take a timeout from Southwest. Connor, that's what this team's done all year is get up early, quick, and fast, and score. They score in bunches.
Yes,
So-
I mean, this team is a very explosive team offensively, and I talked to Coach Sullivan because I'm a very good friends with Coach Sullivan. I played for him and had him in class and everything. And I talked to him a while back in season, right before that White game, and he still stays true about it. This team is a very, very good transition team. They can play that transition. They can play that transition defense that leads to their offense. But if you slow them down and put them in the half court, they become a little sloppy. And so what the Warriors want to do is they want to stay in that press. They want to get those turnovers, get those steals, keep doing it, and they really want to keep it on one side of the court and not allow the Cougars to get to the other side. And so if you see this fast pace, that's exactly what they want. It is not the players as much as it's Coach Sutherland's kind of play style with the players that he has given this year, especially Jackson Conley. That's his play style.
So Cash Wilson gets the ball over to number 15, Jash Gandhi. Gandhi gets the turnover, so quick turnover there for the Cougars. Going to come back to the Warriors. Peyton Haskins going to inbound to Hayden Wood. So you talk about that last name Wood. I mean, Hayden plays wide receiver for the Warrior football team, but here on the basketball court, he definitely lives up to that coach's name. He kind of is the calming force for this team. Doesn't score a lot, but he makes his impact known out there on the court for sure.
And I mean, the Wood name is legendary here. I mean, obviously, since 2005, Coach Wood has been here. Coach Christopher Wood, amazing man, amazing coach. I think he won us the championship in 2009. I'm pretty sure. Don't quote me on the year, but a great coach. And then you've got Hayden Wood, who's now playing at Missouri State. He was the best receiver probably to ever come through Wildcats. So they're a great family, and I can't wait to see what that was Hunter Wood. I can't wait to see Hayden Wood come through Har-BER and see what he can do to top his brother, as I've been trying to do the same with my brother, who was a great basketball player here.
Without a doubt. Great family tradition here at Har-BER. So
yes.
Hayden goes off the glass. Shot no good, but does pick up the foul. So he's going to go to the line to shoot a couple free throws. 13-2 with 2:52 to go in the first.
Now that I think about it, there's a lot of families here at Har-BER. You got Coach Jenkins, myself, and my brother. You got the Woods. You got Coach Deffenbaugh and his daughter on the varsity team. You've got Coach Rhodes and her son, who will eventually be here. So it's kind of interesting to see that they're all coming through, and it's a nice era.
You go a little younger, you have the Henseys with Coach Henseys, coach over at Hellstern, and his wife is our assistant principal, and his son, two sons are still in the Springdale School District. So we like that to see that as we get a steal from Stephen Toston. Toston checking in the game, goes up, shot no good. Jackson Conley tries to get the rebound, and is going to get fouled on the floor. So great impact there from Stephen Toston coming in. Toston missed some games here in the middle of the season with either some COVID protocols or some being sick here and there. Toston's a player that Coach Sutherland says if he gets going, he's a very talented young man.
Yeah, he very much is, and I mean, you never know. He was out for a little bit, like you said, but I think as soon as he gets his groove, he could be a very, very good six-man rolling. I mean, and this is a quote from Greg Popovich, and I don't know if I've ever used it on here before. I know I've used it on the Wildcat Sports Network, but it doesn't matter who starts the game. It matters who finishes the game. And so that's exactly what you got to know, especially if you're in that six-man. You got to know your role, really.
The shot is up and good down low for Peyton Haskins. It's going to be his 8th point on the game so far with 2 minutes to go. 17-2, big lead for the Warriors so far.
And that's my favorite quote because I never got in the game. Never got to start it, never got to finish it. So I always give Coach Sutherland some shame for that, for not playing me.
It's all right. Role players have their spot as well, and I know you did a lot as cheering the team on and being that captain that they were looking for. So.
Yeah, I actually was the captain my 9th grade year. Actually, I got to do all that stuff. I do want to say it's very interesting to see Jacob Burden now just subbing in for the first time. But also, and this is kind of back to that point, regionals is on the horizon, and it's a very important thing. When I was my year, I scheduled a pep bus, and we got it, and I had that all worked out with Dr. Lofton. I really hope that can get done again because Fans is where it's all at. You can see the fans over there on the right side. Fans is where it's all at. It's where it starts. And so if the Warriors, girls or guys, have a chance of winning anything in regionals or winning at least a round, the fans have to be there.
Yeah, Central does a great job between parents and student section of coming out and supporting their team. So be looking forward to that if we get on. Toston gets the rebound after Conley. Saved by Southwest, number 23, Gavin Connor. Ball goes down low to 50. Going to be a foul on the floor. So Christopher Brown's going to go to the line for the Cougars.
Kind of got jumped on right there.
Yeah.
Don't go anywhere when we get to halftime. We're going to have Coach Davis coming in here. Miss McCaslin's going to take a much-needed break, and I don't get one. And Coach Davis will come, and we get to talk to her all about this game and how good it's been. Or her game and how good it was.
So Conley going to go fighting for the ball.
Fighting for it. I mean, he tripped him up and got it right there. I mean, that looked like it hurt. I wasn't showing that much aggression. I know that.
So they're going to get Conley on the foul there as he fought to get back down court. 17-2 with 1:18 to go in the first period. Big lead for the Warriors so far. I know Coach Sutherland's going to be proud of the way they came out in this first period and put some score on the board. We're going to get number 50 for a foul there. A little too hard of a screen.
A little too hard. One little bit of a moving, a little bit of too hard. They had probably a double call right there if they really wanted to do it.
So we got a couple of check-ins for the Warriors. Number 13, Lucas Davis checking in for the first time tonight. And then Trey Serrano. We want to talk about speed. We talked about speed with Jasmine Mcarthur. I guarantee you there's no one on the court. There may not be anyone in the gymnasium as fast as Trey Serrano. So
I know I'm not.
Yeah. I don't even want to say back in my day I was faster because I guarantee I wasn't. So
I know back in my day, which was 2 years ago, I wasn't.
So 15, HAR-BER shoots the shot, goes up. Rebound by number 13, Lucas Davis. Davis gets trapped over in the corner, finds Trey Serrano. Serrano's going to put the floater up, off the rim, no good. Rebound, Southwest. Will Hudson comes down with the ball. Hudson's going to push it forward, goes behind the back, gets the ball over here.
I'm going to have to talk to Coach Sutherland.
Back to Hudson, up top, off the glass, and good. Sorry, Cash Wilson with the three. Cash Money with the three.
Yeah, I'm going to have to talk to Coach Sutherland at halftime about HAR-BER. Burr has had a great season, I think, for the Warriors. A very good defender, very good vertical guy. And I just wonder why he's coming off the bench tonight.
So Lucas Davis with the three and good for the Warriors. Gives them a 20-5 lead as the time runs down here in the first period. Shot goes up, no good. Going to be out of bounds. 2.9 seconds left on the clock into the first period here. So we look up at the scores. Got 23 for number Peyton Hasson's got 8 for the Warriors as Lucas Davis shoots another shot, no good off the rim. That's going to end the first period. Warriors up 15, 20-5 on the visiting Southwest Cougars. We're going to take a quick commercial break. We'll be right back here with the second period in about 30 seconds to a minute.
Ballpark Franks got their start in 1957, right here in the ballpark. And with the taste of 100% Angus beef, passed down from one generation to the next, they soon became a tradition everywhere, bringing on the feeling of summer in every bite. Ballpark Franks, bring on summer.
Climax at NWA, it's just an easy, customer-centered experience. Right now is probably the easiest time that I've ever seen to achieve financing for people on maybe even a more expensive vehicle or more accommodating vehicle for their family. I've got the best inventory, I would say, in the state, and my people are not only experienced in the car business, but they're experienced in the people business. Whether you just check us out online or you check us out in person, we want you to visit us. Climax NWA and climaxnwa.com.
All right, basketball fans, we are back here at HAR-BER Wildcat Stadium with a big rivalry game between the Southwest Cougars and the Central Warriors. Central's gone up big, 20-5 in the first quarter. First period, we'll see what Central does here in the second, see what Southwest does to see if they can slow this attack from the Warriors down a little bit. You know, we always talk, Connor, this is a rivalry game. That doesn't necessarily mean it's not going to be one-sided. Southwest usually brings it, usually is competitive. We'll see how they do so far the rest of this game. So shot up for Davis, no good. Rebound Conley. Conley puts it up strong and good.
There's always that competition, and then there's Jackson Conley. I mean, Jesus. And I want to talk a little bit more. We'll talk about it at halftime, but I want to talk about real quick. Jasmine Mcarthur had 18 in that game. What an amazing game for her. And I can't even count assists, but I know she had a lot of those as well.
Conley with the steal. Going to go up. Shot off the glass and good. And gets the foul. So Jackson Conley establishing himself here in the second period. Got 9 points on the night. Going to the line to shoot for 10. So 24-5 lead with 5:22 to go in the second period. I really like Conley in that Macarthur is, if he's going to the basket, that's the best way I think Coach Sutherland wants to utilize him out on the court.
Yes, I mean, that's how he likes utilizing himself. He is a transition defensive menace that leads to his offense. And that's where Jackson Conley, and I think that's why Coach Sutherland says he loves playing in transition more than the half court, because that's Jackson Conley's play style. Jackson Conley in the half court doesn't make the best decisions. As we saw kind of against that White game, he had that three-pointer that wasn't the best shot they could have taken at the buzzer. But you just got to know that comes with age. As I've said a lot of times, shot selection a huge thing, and that comes with age. So he'll get better at that.
So Southwest, Reed Banks drives. Nice little hesitation. Goes up for the shot and is fouled. So he's going to go to the line to shoot 2. So Banks looking for some points, get on the board for the Cougars. Connor, you've not been in this spot too many times on the basketball court, but if you're the Cougars, what do you got to do to come back in this game?
Well, I have been in this spot before, except I was actually in the game at this point for the Cougars. But I actually almost went to the Southwest. It was very close to it. But if you're them, you just got to fight. And you got to prove that you're not just some team that can get beat by 20. You just got to be the Southwest Cougars. There's nothing more about it. You just got to play your basketball until it's over. Until that clock hits 0 and it's the fourth quarter, you got to play Southwest basketball.
So Stafford Waller is going to check in for Christopher Brown for Southwest. Down low. Davis for Central gets the ball down low to Jackson Conley again. Conley goes up and good. Conley with his 11th point on the night gives the Warriors a 26-6 lead.
Can I change my player prediction on Jackson Conley? Because he looks a little bit like Joel Embiid and Shaquille O'Neal, as he is scoring pretty much exclusively from the paint tonight.
Shot for the Cougars up, no good, off the side of the rim. Long rebound to number 22, Cash Wilson. Wilson gets the ball back to Reed Banks. Banks surveys the floor. Conley guarding him. Conley with some good defense.
When does he not have good defense? Jeez.
Steven Tosson disrupts the ball over here. Going to stay with Southwest. We got a mass substitution, a platoon of players coming in. It's like the starting lineup for Coach Sutherland. So Peyton Haskins back on the floor, Hayden Wood, Sky Davenport.
A platoon, I like
Disney.
that. I like that word.
It's a good word. And Jackson Conley stays in. So number 22, Cash Wilson for Southwest. Gives it over to Banks, who finds Javion Phillips. Phillips goes baseline, misses a shot. Rebound Southwest. Gets it back to Phillips. Phillips pivots. He's going to drive. Hayden Wood there to disrupt the pass. Gets the Sky Davenport across the Jackson Conley. Conley wanted the dunk on that one.
That was a 50-50 right there. I mean, you could have called the walk. It was very, very close to not being one, very, very close to being one. So, I mean, you can't be too mad at that call, and you can't be too happy with it.
So Reed Banks is going to come dribble the ball down for the Cougars.
Coach Davis already up here. She's very punctual.
Javion Phillips drives, dishes back out to Banks. Off his leg with Conley guarding him. Conley drives to the ball. They try to go down low. Pass is intercepted by Colton Disney. Disney brings the ball up, finds Hayden Wood. Wood finds Disney back. Nice play. Shot is up and good. So great floor awareness there from Wood and Disney. Able to do the give and go and get the quick bucket.
This is what I love to see, especially. So if you've ever watched the Warriors play basketball, that's kind of a Warrior play. And I'm talking about the Golden State Warriors. As they are just a great off-ball movement team, and that's why they're the 2 seed in the West right now. And right there, that's perfect. You pass it, you back cut. That's exactly what you got to do. You cannot stay still on offense. You've got to cut, move at all times.
Hayden Wood's 3, no good. Jackson Conley with a long rebound. And get the ball across to Wood again. Wood finds Disney in the corner. Shot is up and good. Colton Disney from downtown. 31-6, 2:34 to go in the first half for the Warriors.
The caring is sharing motto is definitely coming into effect here because the Warriors are sharing the ball better than I've seen them do all year. And I'd love to see their assist count tonight because they are just doing a great job.
Colton Disney with a great steal. Goes up, right hand, off the glass. No good. Ball rims out, but he does draw the foul. He's going to go to the line to shoot two.
Disney has done a great job in the starting lineup tonight. He has done a great job of asserting himself on the offensive end and defensive end. And Jacob Burr, while being out, I can see why Disney is the one inserted into that lineup.
Disney with a 31-6 lead with 2:20 to go in the first half. First shot is up, bounces around, and good. Number 3, Will Hudson's going to check in for the Cougars.
I think Disney has 8 on the night. Very good for him, as he is the second leading, or tied for the second leading scorer with Davenport.
Shot is up and good. So 9 points on the night so far for Mr. Colton Tuck Disney. Shot goes up and basket's going to count. That's number 3. Will Hudson asserting himself, just got into the game, was able to put up a basket, going to count and go to the line to shoot one. So 33-8 with 2:13 to go.
30-second timeout, I think, right here.
So we're going to take a quick timeout. We're going to stay here with her. We've got a couple more students to mention that have done a good job of working the cameras for us tonight so far. Zane Pena and Abigail Rodeo did a good job in that last game, finishing up with the cameras. And then in this game so far, we've had Victor Antuna, Bianca Jarrett, and Batlin Joel, along with Briella Lane, doing a great job on the cameras for us. So we appreciate the work these students put in. Like I said, they're learning a trade. They're learning something that they're going to be able to use later in life. They're getting a grade to be here, but it's also a good night. Just get to watch a good basketball game and a couple of good basketball games. So.
Yes, I mean, especially they just get to support their Warriors. I mean, that's exactly what I did on the bench. I wish I'd look back on this every day that I wish I would have quit basketball a little sooner, so I could have been up here commentating with you originally. Also, I just want to say it real quick. I'm gonna miss you.
Oh, I appreciate that.
And this could be your last live stream with us on Central Warrior Sports, and I'm gonna miss you. As you were my Quiz Bowl coach, and now you're my buddy commentator, and it's just a sad moment to see you're gone, and I wish you the best in all your endeavors.
I appreciate that. I'm looking to go teach overseas if Lord be willing, so we'll see what results of that. So Davenport's a shot up, no good. So who knows? I may be doing some basketball games over in China or Poland or somewhere like that. So we'll see.
The CBA, the Chinese Basketball Association,
Yeah,
go over there. If not, I wish you the worst of luck, and hopefully you're back here next year.
Yeah, brush up on my Mandarin a little bit. We'll see. So I have had a couple teachers that have wished for me not to get hired, but we'll see what result is of that.
It's we want the best for you, but we also want you here. Yeah. So we're going to wish you the worst until you really get it, and then we'll wish you the best.
Well, there's no doubt that Central and Springdale schools in general is a great place to work. I've appreciated every single second that I've worked in Springdale schools has been amazing. So if I don't go anywhere, I do look forward to coming back to such an awesome school as Central.
And if you do go to Japan, I hope you do brush up on your Mandarin and Japanese, because you're going to be a lot more confused than I am here.
So Jackson Conley goes to the line, is going to shoot as they're in the bonus now for free throws. So 1-1, makes the first in. So 12 points on the night so far for Conley. 34-9, opened up an even bigger lead so far tonight. Conley's second shot is up and good. Very methodical free throw there from Jackson Conley. A little bit different from what we saw last game where they missed some free throws down the stretch. And I can see that that's something that Coach Sutherland's put in some work, and Conley himself has decided a little bit different approach and looked good on both of those free throws. So.
When you get to that Har-BER level, and I know I wasn't the best of players, but I was in the practices. And so my sophomore year, Coach Bullington, who is the sophomore coach, if you miss a free throw, believe me, you're running. It's a drill. You got to shoot a 1-and-1, and if you make both, you don't have to run. You miss them, you got to run a 2 and 22, which is 2 down and backs in 22 seconds. And so if I'm Coach Sutherland and I'm Jackson Conley, I might want to learn how to shoot some free throws before that time.
Now, you know Coach Sutherland very well. They're up 35-9 here, maybe 35-10 with this oncoming free throw to go in the first half. What is he telling his kids as they go into the locker room? How are they going to stay focused up so big in this game?
Well, one, he needs to be telling the me's of the Central team to get ready. Because if you do have this going into the third quarter, you would think we get to see some more unfamiliars. But as well as, for the time being, just maintain the course. And that's a very bad. He went down hard. I think we're going to take a commercial on that one because that's just not a good sight to see right there.
Yeah, we'll take a commercial work. We'll be back here with more Warrior basketball.
When you choose First Security, banking is just the beginning. Here, we take care of each other, making the community we all share even stronger. So people in Arkansas can build a life, buy a home, run a business, and more. Strength in numbers and neighbors. It's another way First Security helps Arkansas bank better. And it's why you should call on us today. First Security, bank better. When you bank with First Security, you're choosing real support for you and for our home state. So friends, families, and fellow Arkansans find better solutions together. It's another way First Security helps Arkansas bank better. And it's why you should call on us today. First Security, bank better.
All right, basketball fans, we are back here at Wildcat Stadium. 35-9 lead for the Central Warriors over the Southwest Cougars. So Southwest going to bring the ball down with 1:15 to go in the half.
Thank God. I think Disney is okay. He got up, and Coach Sullivan had to get out there and bring him back. I very much pray that he's okay, and we're praying up here.
Yeah, he's had a big impact on the game so far for the Warriors coming.
And that's going to be a loss. And so you just asked me what do they need to do now. Well, now they just need to maintain the course, especially with one of their, I think their second leading scorer on the night is out.
Nice charge there taken from Jacob Burr. So Jacob Burr able to draw the charge.
I mean, it's 1:07 left to play here in the second quarter. Right now what you got to do is just, I'm going to keep saying it, maintain the course. Just give the ball to Jackson Conley, get out of the way.
So going to call a quick timeout. So with 1:07 to go, we'll stay here. Talk to you a little bit more. I mean, Connor, as I look out, we've got lots of fans here. We've got lots of students here tonight. It's one of those games that brings out both, you got fans here that grew up playing in these games or grew up watching these games or being cheerleaders in this game. Every time you mention, if you're a Southwest Cougar and you mentioned that you went to Southwest as a Central fan, there's always a little bit of snarl and nose, and you get a little poking, and then, afterwards, most of those people went to Springdale together. Now they all go to HAR-BER together. But, this is, like you said, you have, I'm sure, lots of friends here at HAR-BER that went to Southwest.
Oh, yes. I mean, without a doubt. And that's one of the funniest things I like to see because I came up here and I was on – when my old school was just one school altogether, so we were all the Valley Springs Tigers. But this school, it's really cool because, one, they were Bulldogs before they were Wildcats. The Warriors and Cougars have been around longer than the Wildcats have. And that's kind of funny to me because they've been around since Springdale's been around. And so it's awesome to see how long that rivalry was created even before the Springdale HAR-BER rivalry. And so that's how long this rivalry has been, probably about 60 years plus. So it's just a huge rivalry, and it's been through the ages.
Yeah, it's definitely the longest rivalry in this area as far as junior highs go. I mean, these two junior highs have been around for a while. So nice pass down low. Brown goes high off the glass and good. 35-11 with 20 seconds to go in the second period.
Last shot probably going to be taken here by the Warriors.
So Hayden Wood's going to hold, get the ball over to Davenport.
If anybody's going to shoot a three, I'm picking Davenport.
So Davenport drives, give it over to Steven Tostin. Tostin up, no good. 2 seconds left on the clock, 1 second left on the clock. Behind the back, going to be no good for the Cougars. So we're going to go into halftime with a big Warrior lead, 35-11 for the Warriors. We're going to stay here. We're going to have Coach Davis is going to come up here and talk to you guys. Very, very excited and pleased to have her come join us again for another night.
1 minute commercial break, I think, to get everything a little situated.
Yeah, definitely. So we're going to take a quick commercial break. We'll be back here with 1 minute with the head girls coach for the Central Warrior basketball team and Connor talking about their big victory tonight. So we'll be back in about 30 seconds.
Hometown. That word still means something here. It means we're neighbors. We do the right thing. We care about your family. And you deserve the very best every time you walk in the front door. Harps. Hometown fresh.
Welcome back, Warrior fans. As I bring in Coach Davis, the head coach for the Lady Wildcat, or the Lady Warriors, I should say. Wrong arena. Coach, can you tell us about your overall thoughts on that game?
I mean, you know, we won, which is always a good day. I was a little bit disappointed, especially in the second half of our defensive effort. You know, our goal today was to be extremely precise in the way that we played defense, and I just don't think they executed very well. So I was a little disappointed in that. We can just do better.
And that Fayetteville White game, the last game we live streamed, I know it was a little few games back for you, but you didn't have Macon Butler. They had some very good big girls inside, and tonight you really saw the impact that Macon Butler had on the game. Can you tell us more about her impact on this team overall and what she really means to them, and especially down the stretch in the regionals?
Megan's a special kid. You know, she just started playing basketball last year, believe it or not. And she just works her tail off every day. She's extremely coachable. Like we talked about this toughness article, and one of the things about being tough is being coachable. And her teammates chose her as the one that's the most coachable. I mean, she just craves that feedback. Tonight is her real first game back in a month. So it's been very challenging and different to play without her, but she's a special kid and definitely a difference maker.
And we're going to talk about two more kids here. Let's start off with, you said her first game back in a month. Let's talk about Honey Andrew. Her first game back in a while.
2 years.
In 2 years. With two back-to-back knee injuries, which is just very devastating. Heartbreaking. Can you tell us more about her importance to this team and how she can impact this team later on the stretch, and especially you're about 4 games off, or 3 now, from regionals?
Yes. You know, Honey, she's just the kid that like everybody wants to have on your team because she's just extremely positive. She's always paying attention. She's always listening. And you can just see her not, you know, she hadn't been out there in 2 years, and she's just finding people on the floor and seeing things nobody else can see.
It's in the bloodline.
Yeah, absolutely. Watching Big Sister a little bit on that. She's just a special kid. I don't know how much she can play just because we want to be extremely cautious and just take care of her body as much as possible. But, man, I was so proud of her tonight. She was nervous, and she played so well. And yeah, like, such a bright future when she comes over here to Har-BER.
And had a hard fall and got right back up from it, too. That was a little scary moment.
Yes.
It was an edge of your seat moment. And then another player who was just an edge of your seat player, Jasmine Mcarthur, an amazing player, had 18 points on the night. You're really your main offensive catalyst for both distributing the ball and scoring the ball. Can you tell us, I know I keep saying this, but can you tell us her importance and how important she'll be to this team down the stretch?
Look, hey, she, she came to us last year, and God, that's just a blessing from the Lord right there. She's the kid, like, you always want your best player to be your hardest worker, and she is that. Like, every single day, she does what I ask her to do. She works her tail off. She's always communicating with her teammates. And when I needed her to do something tonight, like, I felt like really, like, the momentum was all with Southwest, and then she comes in and she's like, no, that's not going to happen.
Yes.
and she just takes over, and that's just who she is. And she's going to always look for a teammate. You know, she's selfless, but selfish when she needs to be, too. She's extremely special. Oh, man, she's going to be fun to watch over here.
I can't wait. And then let's just have one final question here. With 3 games off, we talked about it. We're 3 games off. You rank, I think you're number 1 in the conference right now.
Number 2 behind
Number
Farmington.
2 right there behind Farmington. I forgot they're in your conference right there. So you're in the mix of it all. As the top 4 teams go to regionals. Can you give us more of your expectation for the next 3 games and then for that regional tournament, as that's kind of the state championship, state tournament for junior high?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, we have a great chance to bring home a banner right there. The River Valley Conference is solid. We've seen a couple of those teams over there, and we've beat a couple of teams over there already this year. So I think we'll do really well. I think our conference is going to do really well. Definitely expect to be playing on Saturday.
I really hope so, and I hope we can maybe get over there to live stream the game as well. It'd be awesome to do that. And I expect a lot out of that tournament. I expect a lot out of Jasmine Mcarthur, Honey Andrew, and Macon Butler, and Starney Leas, who we didn't even get to talk about, who has one of the biggest impacts on your team.
Oh, man.
And so thank you for joining us so much.
Absolutely.
Great win tonight. And you're in your 2nd to 3rd year now. I think it's your 2nd year. What an amazing job. I just want to give you some props for that.
Thank you. It's a special place to be. You know, good kids make you look good.
Yes. So that's going to do it for us. We're going to take a quick 1-minute break, but we'll be right back here with some Central Warrior basketball on the Central Warrior Sports Network.
All right, we do appreciate Coach Davis coming up here and talking to Connor. Such great insight on the game and such a big win for her girls, Connor. Really great to see them come away with a victory tonight over their rival Southwest Cougars.
Yeah, and I mean, she talked about it. She didn't play the best. I forgot even to ask her because we were running out of time. I had so much to talk about. A lot of storylines winning tonight. She didn't even have 2 of her best players, and she still had a great performance. And then she didn't even think it was the best they could play. And so that's a great sign to see, is that when your coach wants more, your players want more. And there's way more to expect, and that's what I love to see from these Warriors. They're never satisfied.
Well, I think so far Coach Sutherland's been satisfied with his team's performance on the court. They're up big 35-11 right now in the Southwest Cougars as we start the second half. So, Connor, we maintain, keep the course. We got the starters back out there again. Starters minus Disney. So Davis in for Disney. We sure hope Disney is okay. Sky Davenport.
I do see do see Disney on that bench. He's back from the training room, so hopefully he'll be able to come back into the game for the Warriors.
So Conley going to drive. Gets the pass down low to Haskins, goes up and good. So another assist from Conley goes to Haskins. Haskins got 10 points on the night so far, 37-11 with 5:30 to go in the third period.
Most of those off assists from Jackson Conley. He's done a great job of just distributing the ball as well as getting big inside, as he is really that 1-to-5 man in this lineup for the Warriors.
Well, Lucas Davis is going to bring the ball down, gets it into Conley. Conley with the assist. They're going to get him for the walk.
Another 50-50 that just went the other way.
Yeah, sometimes now these kids watch a lot of NBA players getting away with that
Yes.
that extra step, and they want to emulate them, but it doesn't quite translate down to the lower levels.
That's what I always love to tell my mom, and she doesn't really understand that. Of course, she's a high school coach, been one for about 22 years now. The definition of walks are different. Like, they are actually different in the NBA, college, and high school. And so what you see in high school, junior high basketball is not the same thing as it is in the NBA, as the NBA gets more of a gather step before.
Conley puts the three up and good. The Warrior bench goes crazy as Jackson Conley gets his 16th point on the night so far. 40 on the board for the Warriors. Reed Banks, ball top of the key for the Cougars. Gets it down low to Brown. Gonna be a little infighting with Haskins, and they're gonna get Haskins for the foul. So be ball out Cougars underneath their goal. 4:28 to go in the third period. 40-11 for the Warriors. Ball goes up top to Javion Phillips. Phillips looks to drive, puts the ball on the ground. Nice pass down low to Brown. Brown goes up, shot is good.
While the Cougars have not scored much, they've scored fundamentally, and that's a great play right there.
Sky Davenport bounces it off the backboard, catches it, goes up and scores. So 42-13. Davenport with his first points of the game. So
petting a little bit of stats right there. Wanted a rebound.
A rebound and the shot. Yeah, is that an offensive rebound?
I think it will be. Yeah. That's what you see a lot if you watch some Wildcat girls basketball. Paige McDaniel, she is the best player at that. Is she'll just throw it up there, get her own rebound, throw it back up, get her own rebound, and it'll just a continuous cycle.
So Davenport with the spin in the lane. Shot goes up and it's good. So Sky Davenport, back-to-back buckets for the Warriors. Give them a 44-13 lead.
When Sky Davenport gets in his bag of tricks, he's pretty good to watch.
Phillips, long shot for the Cougars. Ball goes up off the backboard, out of bounds. So going to be Warrior basketball. 3:31 to go in the third period. Hayden Wood leading the charge, point guard for the Warriors.
Very good point guard, as a matter of fact. He's always a pass-first point guard. Doesn't really look for his own shot as much as he should, and that comes with maturing.
So Conley drives the lane, puts a shot up, left hand is fouled, and is going to go to the line. So Brown's a little upset on the foul and basket there, but nonetheless, Conley's going to go to the line to shoot one. Shot is up and good. So 19 points so far for number 24, Jackson Conley on the night. 47-13 lead for the Warriors. Gonna call. Don't know what the call was there, but Southwest going to take the ball out.
I couldn't tell at all.
So Brown gets the ball from Banks, looking for Banks again, gets it to him. Reed Banks over to Cash Wilson. Back to Javion Phillips, who spins. Left-hand shot off the glass, no good. Lucas Davis with the rebound and a quick turnover. Number 3, Will Hudson gets it back to Phillips. Shot is up and good. So Javion Phillips goes up and gets his first basket of the day. And that's going to put him to the line to shoot free throws, or shoot a free throw for the three-point play.
And that's Coach Sutherland really, and I like to coin this a little bit, Coach Sutherland's a fourth quarter guy. In this situation, he's a fourth quarter guy, meaning that he's not going to put in those unfamiliars, those people that don't really play that much until the fourth quarter, when he's confident that it's going to be very, very tough to come back.
So Phillips misses the free throw but gets the rebound. Banks is going to drive down low, kicks the ball out to Cash Wilson. Wilson fakes, goes down low, kicks it back out to Phillips, and it's blocked by Jackson Conley. Conley went almost the length of the whole free throw line to get there. Blocked the shot, gets the ball. Back to Steven Toston for 3. Off the side of the rim, no good. Ball's going to go out to the Warriors. So Conley showed you a little bit there. His explosiveness and length on defense is just too much for some teams to handle.
Yes, I mean, his length is just insane, especially his speed compared with his length, as I really cannot tell what position he is because he just plays so many of them.
Conley with the assist to Hayden Wood with the 3. So Wood from downtown with his 5th point on the night. 50 points on the board so far for the Warriors, 50-15, 2 minutes to go in the 3rd period. Conley, everybody collapsed on Conley in that play, and he was able to get it over to Wood for the open look. So we'll see what Southwest has got to do to respond here. Ball's going to stay with them as Sky Davenport on some defense. You talk about Davenport maybe playing up next year. If he doesn't, he's going to be a force to reckon with, at least offensively, for this Warrior team next year.
Because he'll be unlocked. That's the thing. He'll be unlocked.
As Davenport gets the steal, going to go up and tried to dunk it and missed. Ball came out of his hands. So Davenport really looked to get the crowd on their feet on that one. Student section anticipating, but no go. So 50-15. 1:46 to go in the 3rd period.
Junior high dunk is pretty rare.
Yeah.
I remember my regional tournament we played against, I can't remember, maybe a Northside. I think it was Northside my year. And one of the first plays just came out, fast break dunked it against us, and it was over.
Yeah.
It was over. It was the 1 seed against the 4 seed.
My alma mater, Northside, you know.
Really?
Yes, sir. So
wow. I mean, very good
Ye old
basketball
Northside,
school.
yes, sir. Got, Jalen Williams, baby.
Yeah.
Jalen Williams, my favorite Razorback basketball player of all time at this point. Always got a smile on his face, does the dirty work, getting charges and getting rebounds. And if you're out there and you're listening, you haven't been on TikTok, Jalen Williams' TikTok is hilarious.
Yeah, I think my best player might go to Daniel Gafford or Bobby Portis. I love them, and I love them in the NBA right now. But he does the tangibles for Eric Musselman this year. He is an amazing player, and I think he can only get better. The sky's the limit for him. As well as Jersey Wolfenberger, who's playing on that girls' Ladyback team this year, who came from Northside. So a lot of talent came from right there. And then you want to talk about some talent in Arkansas. North Little Rock has projected top 3 pick in the NBA draft for 2023 in Nick Smith Jr., who will be going to the University of Arkansas next year. Oh, wow.
Huge recruiting class for Musselman coming in.
Yes, and Jordan Walsh as well. And right now, HAR-BER is set to play. If we fall to the 4 seed, which I don't know, I can't call that, but we're close to it. We're at the 3 right now, 3-4. We are set to play North Little Rock, and I am scared for that one.
Well, Serrano gets a loose ball, puts it up and in for his first points on the night. So Trey Serrano with the basket, 52-15. Time winds down here in the 3rd period. Javion Phillips to Cash Wilson. Tries to get it on down low to Brown. Brown's been fighting all night. Shots up, gets his rebound. Goes up again, gets the foul and the bucket. So,
don't know about that call right there, but it's above my pay grade, as I always say. That's kind of become a little bit of my catchphrase as I need a better one.
You're not getting paid tonight. Everything's above your pay grade.
Exactly.
So, Christopher Brown goes to the line. Shot is up. Off the rim, no good. So 52-17 with 24 seconds to go as Hayden Wood dribbles it down for the Warriors. Gets the ball over to Steven Toston. Toston's going to go in the lane. Looks to shoot. Brown with the block. Gets it out to number 5, Ian Casamayor. Just checked in for the Warriors. No good, but great shot attempt. No for the Warriors. Hayden Wood, defense on Phillips. Phillips going to look to drive. Dishes out. Shots up. No good. That's going to bring us to the 4th quarter. So 4th quarter, the Warriors are up big, 52-17. We'll be back here in about 30 seconds to a minute with more Warrior basketball.
Welcome home to Lindsay Living. From value-packed basic apartments with appliances and washers and dryers to resort-style apartment living on golf courses with fabulous amenities, you'll love where you live and play. Visit lindsaymanagement.com to apply online and see photos, rates, and floor plans for all locations we manage throughout Arkansas and in surrounding states.
All right, we're back, Warrior fans, as the 4th quarter is about to get underway with a 52-17 lead for the Warriors. Connor, I know that if you told Coach Sutherland his team has scored 52 points going into the fourth quarter, he would assume he's up at that point. So I think all cylinders a go for the Warriors so far.
And at the same time, we talked about in the girls' game, they had a good scoring game, but still didn't play their best. And I think that's the same case here with the Warriors, although Jackson Conley has played some of the best basketball I've seen from him all season. But I haven't seen much, as we only live stream about 4 of the games. But at the same time, I don't think the surrounding cast has done as much as they normally should. So the sky's the limit with this team. I don't think this is the limit.
So out on the floor now, Stephen Toston, Jacob Burr, number 15, just took the shot. Trey Serrano, number 2 out there, just dribbled between his legs. Also on the court for the first time, Ian Casamayor, who we saw just a second ago, and number 21, Harper Harrison. So getting to see a couple of new faces. Casamayor puts up a shot, no good. Rebound's going to come down to Southwest. So Javion Phillips looking to dribble down, and that's Christian Hill now checked in for the Cougars. Reed Banks still in there. Cash Wilson and Gavin Connor with the ball right now. It's taken from Toston. Toston's going to go. Layup is good. So Stephen Toston with a nice basket. Going to give them a lead as we got a running clock situation now at this point, Connor. So we're here in the 4th period. The clock's going to continue to go, but nonetheless, great game so far for the Warriors. I know his coach said there's going to be things he's going to want to work on, but he's got some of those players, as you called them, the unfamiliars that we don't get to see all the time that are out there. So checking into the game now, Darius Brown, number 1, and Kyrie Nelson, 22 in the game, along with Serrano and Harper Harrison. So
love Kyrie Nelson. I got to play a little bit. I'm part of a little scout team that Coach Sullivan brings in when he has some very important games, as I always like to come back to my Central Warrior alma mater. And Kyrie Nelson is just fun to play with. Very fun. He reminds me of me.
So Banks goes up, gets a bucket, 54-19 for the Cougars. Gets the ball over to Nelson. Nelson shoots the 3. Oh, no good. Little left. So
I still have a video on my phone of when I checked in and made free throws and got the crowd going at Warrior Arena. Yeah. And it makes a highlight. It's a highlight for you, especially when you have a very short career. Although I did the math, so I played my 4th through 10th grade year, so that's 7 years. Up here, you only get to play 7th grade up. That's 6 years. I will have played more quitting my sophomore year than people that play the entire time. I did that math because, like, for your school, I mean.
Right.
So that's a little interesting tidbit as I saw that. I did the math the other day.
You used it all up early.
Yeah, I used it all up. I got a little burnout. I would have had 9 years in total if I would have kept playing. Definitely wouldn't have played after that. I know that. I wouldn't have played at any JUCO or anything.
Well, coming from a basketball family, you have found your niche, and I'm really proud of you. You talked a little bit earlier about me doing games with you, but I appreciate you coming and helping us out here as Darius Brown, nice little move and drives and puts the ball up off the glass and good. But we do appreciate you here, and I've told all the teachers that have talked about you. There's a lot of people around the city as we had some recent controversy, but I saw a lot of fans backing you on Facebook and saying that, Connor does it professionally up here at HAR-BER, and, you're a superstar in the making in this broadcasting business, buddy.
Thank you, and I work my tail off, and so, and that's really goes to show if you just work your butt off and you just come in every night and just do what you need to do, then nothing's wrong. I mean, I'm 16 years old. And I'm doing this, and I think anybody can do this. You're amazing at it. You've chose teaching, which you get to influence kids like me. But you could definitely be doing this as a career as well.
It is a fun career to have, and be excited to see you go on and do great things. I hope if I do go overseas somewhere in about 5-6 years, maybe I'll see, Connor Jenkins doing some either color commentary or play-by-play or sideline, something in the sports world at some point. So, you'll have to keep me informed and let me know what you do over the years.
Yes, sir.
All right, the Cougar goes to the line. That is number 33, Stafford Waller. Shot is up, no good. Rebound by number 10, Trevor Castleberry. Shot goes out to number 4, no good, as Kyrie gets the rebound. Darius Brown up the head to Trey Serrano. Serrano goes up and in. So Serrano with a slick little move puts a shot up, 58-21 for the Warriors. 1:17 to go in the game.
I think this one's in the books pretty much.
They are warming up the bus, as they say.
Yes.
Good play there from the Cougar. Drives, gets the rebound, Darius Brown. Brown looking, going to find Serrano on the other side. Shot goes up, no good. Fouled hard from Southwest Cougars there. Maybe a little frustration on Southwest side, but nonetheless, Trey Serrano is going to go to the line and see if he can get his 5th point on the night. I know that's something. Serrano scored 5 touchdowns in some football games this year, so 5 points is probably right on his. I don't know if he called glass on that, but the shot is up and good.
I can't wait to see him next year and how he gets integrated into that Wildcat football team, because we've also got Hudson Brewer. We got Cole Carlton, who had an amazing season this year. He's also a Warrior, and so I want to see how Coach Wood really uses him and utilizes him this year or next year.
Serrano played a little bit of wide receiver at the end of the year for some, so I think that
We're
might
losing
be
2
his
of those.
natural position when he gets up to HAR-BER. You're going to be shocked at how fast the kid is with pads on.
I can't wait.
It is a sight to behold. So
I'm thinking about doing a commercial where I have one of the football players tackle me, so maybe he can be that one.
maybe he might just slip right past you. He's so quick. So
Jeez.
Christian Hill's going to go to the line for a couple free throws with 1.6 on the clock.
I know I'm not tackling him. I know that.
Free throw is up, no good. That is going to be 0s on the clock. So Coach Sutherland and the Warriors come away with a big win here. You said this was a must-win game for them. They had something they needed to do, was just win these games going forward so that they can make sure they're in the regional tournament. And Connor, they did it tonight, buddy.
They did it. I mean, and this is a good game for them, but they've also just got to stay locked in, because they got 3 more. And Coach Sutherland told me those 3 games, this 3-game span is crucial to staying in that 4 spot, staying in that top 4, so they can go to regionals. And regionals is the ultimate level at this level of basketball. So just keep watching out for that.
Well, we definitely appreciate you guys listening to us this year at Central, and this broadcast team put on from the AV team at Central. These kids do a great job year in and year out, along with Miss Dana Wright, being able to put on this show for you guys each week. We are able to stream. We do appreciate it. This is going to be, I believe, our last broadcast of the year, so check out the Facebook page and check out your local sports resources to get the scores going forward.
And the last ever Mr. McCaslin.
Possibly the last ever for Mr. McCaslin.
And I want to say thank you so much for being the warrior of all warriors and emphasizing just that warrior spirit. And I was only there for 2 years. You've been there for a lot longer. You've emphasized it. And so we'll never forget you, and I wish you the best.
I appreciate that, Connor. Same to you, buddy. We're going to be signing off here. So Joey McCaslin, voice of the Warrior, along with my color man extraordinaire, Connor Jenkins. Say bye to the people.
See ya.
All right. Thank you, guys. We'll see you next time.